Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. I am MK,
And I am Coach Sammy Love.
and we want to welcome you guys to Level Up Podcast.
Hi,
Hey guys, hello, hello, hello to each and
Hi,
every one of you
y'all.
guys. We are so excited to be on again with another episode. So, you
Yes.
guys already know, do us a favor when you guys come on, let us know that you are joining us so we could go ahead and shout you guys out. Please do me a favor, go ahead and share, tag at least 3 people in y'all. At least 3. Come on, we ain't asking for much. We ain't asking for you to be all extra out with it, but just 3 people. Just 3 people. Tag 3 people. Let them know we are on, you guys. Why you? What was that? Y'all, I love it here. Okay, I love it here. But yes, for real. I see some people tuning in. Please share. You guys tag 3 people in. I love it how they have it on here, you guys, where you can actually text some people the link. So you could text them,
Oh,
email
you
them if you're
can?
old fashioned. Yes, you could copy the link and send it and text it.
Where's the link at?
Oh Lord, when you hit the share button, when you log into it, see
Oh,
y'all, we gotta do.
we
Hold
just
on.
can't see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh.
You just go into the live, and when you go into the live, then it has like the little arrow. You're gonna click that. Y'all, we doing a little
Oh.
tutorial right now for those who may not even know. So you go ahead and click it, hit copy link, and then you could go ahead and text it to
Oh,
somebody, email
wow.
it, and all that good stuff. So yeah, we just look, we cause for coach to level up with how to
Yes, I
market.
didn't know this. Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So go ahead and tag some people in. Let me do my tagging too,
And
because I
I
don't know
can't even
what's
tag
going.
nobody because I left my phone in the other room.
Oh wow, y'all. Y'all see that? So what is we doing here on
So
tonight?
I
We
ain't
already
tagging
started off.
tonight. I was just
We
so you're
ain't
gonna have to
tagging
tag
y'all.
everybody I usually would tag.
Oh Lord. Let me get the tagging. That means I'm gonna have to do all the tagging now
Yes,
since
you
she
gotta
decided
tag
that
some
she wanted
people.
to
Make sure you tag
mm.
Michaela.
I know Michaela usually always on here too.
Yeah,
It was
sometimes we
the
gotta
first
tag
person
her.
her and then it was Rihanna. So let's see.
I could go get my phone real quick,
Y'all, she ghetto.
but I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean,
I didn't see other people do stuff.
shots fired. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead and grab your phone. Go ahead and grab it.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
get
gonna
the
go
people
get it.
in. Huh?
I'm gonna go
That
get
way
it.
we got time to get the everybody can come on in. Come on in. I'm just tagging y'all. I do see some people on, so please let us know that you guys are joining us so we can go ahead and shout you guys out while we are waiting for a lot of you guys to come on in. Please don't forget to connect with us, you guys, on all of the social media platforms. So
I'm
you do
back.
have Facebook, which we are on right now, currently Level Up. And then you also have Instagram, which is level underscore up with 3 P's underscore now. And then you guys can also connect with us on YouTube, which is the same level up now, and then podcast. And it is for YouTube, y'all. So y'all can like and subscribe. All of the information as well is on the ticker below. So you guys can stay connected with us. But we're gonna go ahead and get started because we
Wait,
won't
we
want to
can't get
prolong the
started yet
time.
because
What?
I gotta tag some people.
See, that was your problem. You should have already had your phone. How you gonna forget your phone?
I got
And it is. Oh Lord, y'all, look at her.
I
I
gotta
don't know
tag
what to
some
do.
folks.
I don't know what to do, y'all, with her
Do
today.
the
I don't know.
disclaimer. You can do the disclaimer and then I'll do
All
that
right, I
now.
guess we'll do the disclaimer, y'all, because she over here just throwing. Oh Lord, I ain't got the help for the people on today. I ain't got the help for the people on today. I need the help from the people on today. Well, while you guys are coming in and Coach Sammy is over here doing her little tagging because she's a little behind. Hey, Miss Elder. Hey. We wanted to give our disclaimer, you guys, as far as when we come on to encourage you guys. We come on to basically let you guys know what we have been through with our testimonies and the things that we've experience and encounter, and through that we go ahead and share what Coach Sammy always say is golden nuggets to help
Yes.
you level up, to help push you into your purpose, into what it is God has for you. So at the end of the day, when we come on, we just come with love to help you guys at any way. You don't have to follow through with what we're saying. with our opinions and our testimonies, things we went through. But once again, what we do is when we come on here, we just want to help you guys. So we pray that each and every one of you guys do get something out of this and you're able to level up. So that is our disclaimer. Remember to continue to share, tag some people in, because I see about a couple of y'all on here and nobody said anything yet. We got Elder Joanne, but that's about it. So I see y'all be lurking. Y'all just don't want to be saying nothing. But it's cool because I be on people's lives too, and I just be lurking. So I guess that's what we're gonna be doing is some lurking people today. But hey, Apostle. Hey,
Apostle.
I blame Coach, y'all, because she over here started it with the phone. So now I'm over here starting.
Okay, we can go. I tagged a few.
You got it. You got it now.
Yeah.
See, that's where it comes in the teamwork, y'all. You gotta have that teamwork. But once again, y'all share, tag some people in. I'm gonna toss it over to Coach so she could give us our announcements, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Well, we already know what the announcements is. I come on here to announce that you have 4 days left, including today, to purchase your Level Up Conference tickets. No more excuses. That is going to be on February the 24th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in your local city of Rancho Cucamonga. Hey, y'all, that's where they film Friday. You can come.
I was just doing that because you was just sounding like him. I was like, why she sound like off of that movie?
But it's you can go purchase your ticket on Eventbrite. Let me tell you, you do not want to miss the event. And like I said, you have 4 days left, including today, to purchase your tickets. The registration will be closing and you will not be able to purchase your tickets. Let me tell you, you want to be in the house. You want to be in the house to see how God is going to move. This is our first conference, so we are excited and we are expecting the move of God. We're expecting people to leave encouraged, empowered, leveled up. We're expecting great things to happen on that day. So let me tell you, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cousin, tell your aunties, tell whoever you need to tell. Tell the ones that said they've been going to buy a ticket and they still ain't bought one. Tell them like, hey, it's about to close and you're not going to have a seat. So let me tell you, go on over to Eventbrite, buy your ticket, Level Up Conference, no more excuses. And guess what? We hope to see you there. That's all we can say.
That's it. Yep. Hey, good evening, Minister Justine. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. All right, y'all. So y'all already heard it. The registration is going to be closing very, very soon. So y'all, please get y'all tickets. Do not wait. We say this all the time because we have a lot of people saying they're going to get their tickets, but they have not purchased it. We are not going to extend it unless the Lord tells us to, but we are not extending it because we have more than enough time for everybody to get your tickets to register. So thank you to all of those who have bought tickets, to those who have also sponsored tickets. We definitely appreciate you guys just for the love and the support. So please do not wait, y'all. Get your ticket. You want to be in there. Hey, Michaela, we was just talking about you, girl.
Hey,
girl. Want to be in there, okay? We want you guys to be in there. So please get your ticket. Do not wait. Okay, even if you were trying to go with a group and you waiting on everybody else to get their ticket and they ain't get their ticket, get your ticket, okay?
Get your ticket.
Hey, that's what it is. That is what
4
it
days.
is. Okay,
you got 4 days, including today. I'll just tell everybody, tell them 4 days, including today. Today almost over.
Listen,
it's countdown time.
It's countdown time, y'all. Because it's y'all already know if y'all get a little piece of it, honestly, on here with us, and even especially when you guys talk to us individually, so you already know what we're gonna come with, even the more, because we know God is really gonna be in the building. So even like what Apostle said, look, he said 4 is my favorite number. Apostle said, listen, he said if y'all decide to extend, increase the price. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen.
I saw that. Yep.
But we just really want y'all to get y'all tickets because we really believe God is going to move magnificently on that day, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and dive.
I got my outfit ready.
And you got your outfit ready? I got my pearls ready.
I got some new pearls. I ain't wearing these. I bought me some new pearls.
I was thinking about it, but the pearls that I keep finding, they're all too long.
Yeah, I got somebody gave me some pearls. So I'm gonna wear the pearls that she gave me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all the pearls I can find are very too long, or they too big and bulky, and I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah, see, I'm
So
wearing
I
some
don't.
bulky ones. I'm gonna be big on
Oh, so
pearls.
she want to be blinged out. She wants you to see her from a mile away, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
She
wearing
ain't
my new
playing no
I'm gonna
games.
have my new pearls on. Look.
Oh Lord. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dive into this, y'all. So continue to
Okay.
share and go ahead and tag some people in. But the topic for tonight, you guys, is identify your it, then conquer it. Okay.
Yeah.
Identify your it, then conquer it. So, Coach Sammy, please help the people out so they can better understand what we trying to say on tonight. Cause they like, what in the world y'all talking about with the it?
Yo,
Please help them out on today.
yo, it could be anything. And how I would say is yo, it is anything that's stopping you from going to the next level. Your it can be anything that's holding you back.
Oh,
Your
that's
it
good.
can be anything that is causing you to look backwards and not move forward. Your it can be anything that has held you captive. Your it
That's
could be a
good.
person, place, or thing. And I know if we was in school, they would say, "Hey, Shanta, Shantae,
Hey.
hey, Shantae," and so your it can be anything. So it's not just one thing. My it may be something and your it may be something else. So whatever that it is, it's like you have to identify it. What is it that is keeping you stuck?
Mm.
What is it that's keeping you from advancing? What is it that's keeping you from your mindset being changed? What is it that's keeping you in a place with a broken heart? What is it in a
Mm.
place that's keeping you in a place of being insecure? What is this thing? What is going on? So once you identify that it, whatever it may be, then it's time to conquer it, because you can't conquer it until you identify it. How
Mm.
can you war against something that you don't even know what you're warring against? You
Oh,
haven't
that's
even
good.
identified it. You haven't even called it out. You haven't even recognized for what it is. You have ignored it. You have looked around it. You have looked over it.
Mm.
You have buried your head. You have done all these things. So you have to first identify it. And what it is that I believe that takes some introspection. That really takes some looking at within yourself. And
Mm.
and prayer, because in prayer, God will reveal to you what that it is.
Yeah.
And maybe somebody that God has around you that is wise, that
Mhm.
they may even recognize what that it is. But once you identify that it, then it's time to conquer it. But whatever that it may be. That's what I say.
I love what you said when you said it can even be a place.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times what we don't realize is certain environments can cause for you not to be successful. Certain
Mhm.
environments can cause for you, like you said, to be stuck, to be stagnated. So you have to be able to identify it. One of the things that you had said, what I think is actually so profound, is you said prayer. Right. A
Mhm.
lot of times, most people, we always, I don't know why, coach, we always try to bypass prayer.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm being so serious with this because there's times where I had to mature, right? And I had to grow, especially when I was like first gave God my yes and walking with him. For me, it was like I'm trying to find out the answers everywhere else, but not realizing the answers will come through prayer.
Yeah.
And so what we try to do, because now what was this, like MySpace days? I think it was, or something like that. In the MySpace days. So you really was just posting certain things, doing all the other stuff. But Facebook has it where it was coming out to where what did it used to say, like what's on your mind or something like that, right?
I didn't have
And
Facebook
so
back then. So I don't
listen,
even know.
I had it, but I didn't use it as much because MySpace was popping. Like it was
Okay.
MySpace
Okay.
was popping. So you could do. I was like, didn't I tell you that? I was like, no, I think I was telling my sister, and I was like, this is beside the point, y'all. But since we going through this, but I was like, we was really some hackers if you think about it, because they had us copying and pasting stuff on MySpace to the pages. So when you log into your page, you got the
Yes,
waterfall.
you
You
got your
got that. I was
music.
like, we were really some hackers because you over here copying the codes, you posting the codes onto your page, and you do all this other stuff. So
Yes.
the reason why I would say that is because then I was transitioning to Facebook. And with Facebook, it captures good evening, Minister T. It captures all of your memories, right? And so now when I look at my memories, it tells me like, all the stuff I used to post and everything. And I'm like, man, I was really in a dark place. I'm over here like just going in like I was a part of the Rough Rider crew or something. Like I'm over here looking back, coach, and I'm like, I was really in a dark place. But what I
Yes.
was doing was I was
Listen to
venting.
Tanisha.
I was venting to Facebook because it tells you, hey, what's on your mind? Oh, well, let me tell you what's on my mind. Like, I want to
Yes.
slash his tires. Like, I want to do this. Like, I'm over here doing all this stuff and not realizing I was stuck in this bad place.
Wow, that's good.
I was stuck in this bad place and Facebook wasn't helping me. The only thing it was doing was me just being able to tell people what I got going on. What was the people going to be able to do? They couldn't do nothing, right? Because of the situation that I was in with this guy. And so, like you said, I identify with that as far as that place, being stuck in that place, not really identifying. Because let's be honest, when a lot of times you're going through stuff and you're in certain situations or certain battles, you really can't identify the it, especially if you're not how can I say this? If you don't really understand what you're wrestling against, because the Bible tells us we wrestle against flesh, not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities, powers, all this stuff, right? So if you can't really identify that, I feel like you're not going to, like you said, you're not going to be able to conquer it.
No.
And this is why it's so important for you to, we usually like don't go this route too much, because we talk about just stuff overall. But if you're connected to believers, if you're connected to people who are stronger in the faith, they will help you identify your it.
That's good.
They will help you
like
identify what it is that you're going through. Because like I said, I can only speak from my experience. So from before I got saved and I was running around and doing all this other stuff, and I'm coming into the church that I'm in now, which is Empowered Church. Shout out to the Troy. Okay. Coming into that church, I didn't realize half of the stuff I was struggling with. I couldn't understand half of the stuff I was struggling with. But it took other people that were more mature, that was able to detect things spiritually, to let me know, hey, this is going on in your life. This is taking place in your life. This is happening. So now I have people that are trusted voices around me that can help me identify my it. And when they were able to help me identify my it, that's when I had to put the work in. And the work in is me conquering it. So now I had to leave that relationship alone. Now I'm not, and this is so funny because I don't know if Apostle's still on here, but I remember when I came to the church, he had sent me a friend request on Facebook and I was wilding out with stuff, right? So when he sent me the friend request, coach, I'm like, oh, I can't post this no more. I got the pastor watching me. I'm not even thinking that he probably looking at my page. I'm not thinking of none of, when I tell you I took all these other pictures down, not realizing God, first of all, he see everything, right? But it was just the fact of knowing that this is a man of God. This is someone who talks to God. This is someone who spends time with God. So here I am. I'm like, I'm second guessing what I'm posting. I'm second guessing, like, oh no, I can't post that. No, I can't tell them I'm about to go beat this girl up. Like, I can't post that because I got the pastor watching. And then that was helping me change.
That's good.
It was helping me change my mindset. It was helping me change how I was thinking about certain things. It started to help me change. So I say all that to say is, for me, I was able to identify my it because of the people that are around me. I was able to conquer my it because of the people that were around me that helped push me to become better. Because can you imagine, like, you really going in and the pastor looking at your page? Like, you really over here.
Some people don't care.
But see, that's the thing too. I was like, why I care so much? I was already doing this. Like, I probably ain't even gonna see the church no more. Like, I probably not gonna see them no more. Why am I so feeling all bad about posting it? But honestly, it helped me.
That's good.
It really did help me. It's having solid people around me to show me, hey, this is what you're battling with, and it's okay. But let's help you move past this.
That's
so
good.
For me, that was it, y'all. For me,
I like it. I like how you said solid people. Of that, because when I think of somebody solid, I think about people who have already conquered some stuff.
Oh, that's
not
good.
Perfect people, but people that have already conquered, people that have already been set free from the things you maybe set free from the same it that has you.
Oh,
because how can you set me free and you still in a pit yourself? So when I think solid, I think those who have already went through the trenches and they already on the other side, and they're able to help me identify my it, but also to help me understand the tools I have to conquer my it.
Oh, wait, say that again.
To help me understand the tools I have to conquer my it. So you see how I didn't say for them to conquer my it, but for me to conquer my it, but they're going to show me and reveal to me the tools I have. Because sometimes you can have tools and don't know how to use them. That's like stuff with people work on cars. If I go to your shop and I don't work on cars, I don't know what is what. You can tell me, hand me the such and such, and I'm looking around like,
what is the hand me the such and such?
You know, because that's not my field. That's not what I have advanced in. That's not what I have went to school for or study. So I wouldn't even know. But that's why I made that real. I said that real strategically, because it's not they're going to conquer it for you, but they will show you what you have in your hand, what God has given to you for you, so you can conquer it. And so that's when I think solid. I think of people who already went through, who's already on the side, but can show you, no, use that tool. No, use this tool. You know how somebody, because you can grab the wrong weapon for the wrong situation.
Uh-oh.
And so the person can show you, no, I've been through that. I had to fight that same thing you're fighting. Okay, so you need to get this weapon. You need to use this for that, because they already been through that. So that's why when you said solid, that stuck out to me, because it's not just anybody. That's somebody who's already went through it and can guide you and show you what you need, what you can use, what you have at your disposal, what God has given you for you to use. Because what happens is when you conquer your it, you're able to help somebody else conquer their it.
That's good.
And a lot of times how God works, and he's so just awesome. Usually your it, he send people to you with the same it. It's crazy, because if you look at your life, most of the time, the people God gonna send to you walk the path you walked.
Yeah.
Even they're on it, they're headed to it, but it's similar to yours. And he will use you to minister to them from a place of love and compassion, because you walked it. And so that's why when you said solid, that just stuck out to me. And I just, the tools part just threw me for a loop.
But like that's true though, because if you think about it, like you can have, that's why I tell people, like, man, like it's so important to make sure you have the right people around you. It's so important. It's important whether you're in the wilderness, whether you're in transition, like it's so important to have the right people around you, because as a Bible, not even just with the Bible, because I was thinking about even with the scripture, I always mess it up. The evil communication. Corrupt. I always mix it up. But y'all know the scripture, okay? My Bible scholars on here. Y'all know
corrupts good conduct.
Yes.
Evil communication corrupts good conduct.
There you go. So even with that, it's like letting you know that the people that are around you can cause for you to be stuck, can cause for you to be in this place where you're not progressing. Because like you said, even prior to this, you were saying it could be a people, it could be a place, it could be a thing. Like it could be just even you battling with fear. That's something like people battle with a lot, is the fear. When we talked about this before, just the fear of the unknown, the fear of progressing, the fear of moving forward. Good evening, Ashane. It's the fear. And so even if you got to say, man, why is it that I can't, this, because y'all got to ask these questions. Like, that's why I said I should have been a detective, like an FBI agent or something like that. I'd be asking a lot of questions. Like, why is it that I don't want to conquer this? Why is it that I'm allowing this it to conquer me?
That's good.
Why am I in this place where I know I can overcome it, but I choose to settle? That's like good. Really asking those hard questions that I believe will help you. And it will help you confirm some things. And it will also show you, like, it's not even just you. It could be a lot of it could be a generational curse. that's causing for you and your bloodline to be stuck, to be stagnated. Let's go for instance, even this one. If everybody in your family is not married, like nobody ever gets married. Everybody always have, no shade, but you just got baby mamas, you got baby daddies. Nobody ever gets married. There's something wrong with that, because God has created for man and woman to be together. He has created for covenant. He has created for marriage. So if everybody in your family there's no marriage down, no generations, no bloodline, then that's something where you got to identify the it. Why is everybody in my bloodline and the people prior never got married? Or why is there everybody that get married, but after 3 years they get a divorce? Every single person get married, last 3 years, get a divorce. There's something wrong.
That's good.
Something is happening in the spiritual realm. I know we don't like to look at that, but that could be the it. You got to identify the it, because like you said, it's not just for us to conquer it, but it's for other people to conquer it too, that's connected to us. So it necessarily not maybe with our bloodline and generation, but it could be with other people that are connected to us down the line. So you got to be able to identify the it so that other people can conquer, and the next person can conquer, and the next person can conquer. But the problem is, I think, Coach, is people just get so afraid.
Yeah.
We're afraid. Or like you said, I love how you said with the tools. Most people won't even identify the it because they don't know the right tools.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can tell me, hand me that wrench, or hand me this, hand me that. What that is.
Yeah.
Well, the little thing with the little thing. What thing? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, what is that? Right? Because they don't even know the tools. But that's why I said, going back to it, it's so important to have solid people around you. Because I guarantee, like we said this before, there's things that I would see that Coach won't see. There's things Coach will see that I won't see. You're not going to see everything. I'm sorry. I mean, I know we're all 2020 version of vision, but back there is some things you're just not going to see. You're not going to catch it. And so this is why you need the solid people around you, so people can start helping you. And I love what Coach, y'all, this is a little sidebar, but with Coach, she's a life coach. She shows you certain keys. She helps you with certain things where you're trying to figure out 10, 15 years of why you're doing the same repetitive things, but you're not getting no results. So when Coach comes in, like, she literally like a surgeon. She coming in and dissecting. She coming in. I mean, she cuts y'all. She will cut you. Okay. She'll cut you. Okay. But at the end of that cut, she all bandaging you and she like, all right, I'm not done. You're like, wait, what just happened here? But she'll help you identify your it. Because I'm telling y'all, you can get so frustrated with life. You can get so frustrated why you're not progressing, why you're not moving forward, and you're trying to figure out your it. You need people that God has given the grace, who have given the wisdom. Elder Joanne, full of wisdom, y'all. She's so full of wisdom. I kept telling her, I'm like, I'm waiting for you to write that book. It's a wisdom book. I'm waiting for the wisdom book. But she has the wisdom. God has gave her that grace. So she's able to come in and tell you, hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should do that. She's helping you identify your it. But at the end of the day, even if you have solid people that's around you that will tell you your it, that will help you identify your it, they cannot force you to conquer.
Nope.
They can't put that. They can only do so much.
Yeah.
You are the one that has to make the decision. You are the one that has to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to conquer this. I don't want this thing to conquer me. When you think about it, I tell y'all, we love this story with David and Goliath, but it's like David was the only one that wanted to stand up to Goliath, that wanted to stand up to this giant, while everybody, and I said it before, I'm like, they couldn't just jump him. Like, y'all got all these men, Coach, and not one of y'all thought, let's jump them. Y'all three gonna hunt them down. Y'all four, like, nobody wanted to step up. But the scripture says he came, the giant Goliath came, y'all, to torment them for 40 days and 40 nights. There was a spirit of fear that was released into them, to where none of them wanted to move forward. None of them wanted to progress. None of them wanted to stand up to this giant because of the spirit of fear. And so here is David. He came in and identified what nobody else wanted to do. You had the king who didn't want to identify the it. it. The king who was backing up, the king that was even trying to convince David, nah, man, he been fighting since his youth. He got a big resume. I don't know about you, but he got a big resume. And here David is telling him, like, listen, yo, I was fighting lions and bears. They came in with the teeth. I put my hand in their mouth, slapped their jaw back, and I was like, what's happening? That's the Nisha translation. He's like, what's happening? This ain't nothing. But the fact is, David was the one that wanted to stand up to identify the it and conquer it, not just for himself, coach, but he conquered it for everybody else that was connected to him. The Bible even tells us that once David took the head off of the giant, it says all the Philistines looked. They was like, yo. They had come in like, oh snap, just going down. Like, what can we do now? We can't do nothing.
That's good.
Because he decided to want to identify the it and conquer it.
That's good. I like that because I think a lot of times people don't want to identify the it because then you're going to have to really face it. Sometimes people don't want to come face to face with themselves.
That's good.
It's easy to point at other people. It's easier to say it's other people's fault. It's easier to do this and do that and to play the blame game and be the victim than to identify your it. Because if I once identify it, now I can't pretend like it ain't there. Now I can't ignore it any longer because I see it. Now I can't pretend like I don't see it because I identify it. So now that I identify it, now I'm going to have to do something about it. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to do something about it for fear. You feel me? Because sometimes if you've been in a place for so long, even though you don't like it, sometimes you won't move.
That's true.
Even though you are, that's why God has to make you uncomfortable. That's why God has to, some people, God got to literally push them out. God got to allow them to lose their job. God got to allow that man to leave you and walk away from you and hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that your heart and who you are, you won't leave. So he has to cause other people to do other things so that they literally walk away from you.
Wow.
And so that's why I think a lot of times we won't identify our it because now I'm going to put in some work. Now I'm not going to be able to be the victim any longer. Now I'm going to be able to be healed. I'm going to have to put in work. I'm going to have to, I'm afraid to be healed because I didn't carry this for so long. Isn't that something that you can be afraid to be healed because you've been a victim for so long and it's gotten you so much attention. Now, if I get healed, then nobody's not going to see me. But see, it's like a twofold thing. Because not only will God heal you, but he'll deal with the insecurity.
Yeah.
Because it's twofold, And so a lot of people know they don't want to identify it because now, like I said, you got to put in the work. I identify it and I got to put in the work. I might have to walk away from that relationship. I might have to move out of that neighborhood. I might have to leave that job. I might have to this, I might have to that. And then now I got to step into the unknown. Because I identify the it, and the it is not working for me. The it is killing me. The it is because remember I told a lady, and I think I might share him before. I told a lady in my class a few weeks ago. She was saying some stuff about a husband or whatever, and I told her, and I said, well, after I finished saying it, MK, I was like, I don't even know if I should have said that at the job, but I said it. So I'm at the group and I'm saying all kinds of stuff at the group. I'm like, oh goodness. But I told her, I said, I use an example like this. I said, that was if they was to tell me that from my elbow down, there's an infection. And if they don't cut off that part of my arm, then it's going to spread over my whole body and I'm going to die. I said, now you have two different reactions. I said, you have one person, which would be me, say, cut it off because you get to save. And they tell, okay. And I said, and they tell you get to live another 30 years. I would tell them to cut it off so I can live. I said, but there are some people wouldn't want their arm cut off because of being afraid of what they'll look like.
Oh, that's deep.
So they will allow the infection to spread their whole body and kill them because they didn't want the people to say anything about them or how they will look without one arm, with one arm. And so that's how sometimes things in our lives are eaten away of us and we won't cut it off. So instead of cutting it off, we allow it to we allow it to overtake us. You know what I'm saying? Because of fear of the unknown. If I cut this off, if I leave this relationship, if I move myself out of the environment, then what's next? This is all I know. I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable in my mess. Oh my goodness. I'm comfortable in the thing that's killing me. I'm comfortable. I can do this. This is autopilot. I ain't got to think about this. I can live this way and really ain't got to give no thought to it. And sometimes people are afraid to identify their it, even though it's uncomfortable, even though they may not even like it. Deep down, they probably don't even like it, but I'm comfortable here. I'm afraid of what's my next. I'm afraid of being free. And you know, you might think, well, why would somebody be afraid of being free?
Because it's unusual.
Because maybe now you be held accountable.
Let's not start with that word again. You know, people was mad.
See, because when I was the victim, I had excuse. Oh my goodness, I feel this. When I was a victim, I had excuses. But if I get free, now I don't have no more excuses and I'll be held accountable. So if I stay hostage to my it, then I have something to justify my behavior. I have something to justify why I'm not moving along. I have something to justify why I'm not leveling up. I have something to justify why I'm not moving forth in life. I have something to justify why I'm stuck. So if I never identify it, then I can stay in it. Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I think that's going to conclude the topic, y'all. That's honestly something to think about. That's because I don't know why we will want to play a victim mentality. There's no victory in being a victim, though.
Because being a victim sometimes gets you sympathy. So remember how I said it's a twofold? See, because if I'm not a victim no more, then my insecurity gonna show. See, because when I'm a victim, I'm like the damsel in distress.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like the one you got to always come save. I'm the one that everybody drops stuff for. I get attention. My mess gets attention. I'm the one everybody drops stuff for. I'm the one everybody comes see about. I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that I'm the dependent.
Oh, Jesus.
But if I become independent, then maybe I will be alone. So maybe I should just stay right here.
Wow.
Because this keeps people, oh my goodness, this keeps people around me. This keeps people catering to me.
Oh my
this
goodness.
Keeps people coming to see about me. And on top of that, like I said, then I have excuses for my behavior. They're going to look past it. Why? Because, you know, whatever, how they see me. Isn't that something? That's something to think about, huh?
Wow. That's dangerous, though.
Yeah.
To even be in that victim mentality. Because the reason why it's so dangerous, because like you said, now I can have the people coming to me. It's almost like even that form of manipulation, that's witchcraft, because you already know what you're doing. You already know what's taking place. So it's like you already identified your it, but you don't want to conquer it because you like the attention that it's giving you. And you have that it gets you. It ain't even getting you far, to be honest. You just get in the shower and all that other stuff. That's why I say it's so dangerous, because you said even just being on autopilot. And I was thinking, and I was like, man, that's autopilot dysfunction. If you think about it, how is it that your dysfunction is on autopilot? Like, how is that even the case? That's dangerous.
That's good.
That's so dangerous to be like, man, my dysfunction, my victim mentality, it's autopilot. Like it comes natural. Yeah. But that's scary, because why not want to be free though? Why not want to be free from that victim mentality? Why not? Like I couldn't stay there. I could never be in that place because, for one, I don't even like a lot of people in my space. Like, you talking about the showering and the coming to you and all that stuff. I'm very selective with my space. So I'm like, wait a minute, I couldn't be in that place where I'm sitting here and allowing for people to be like, oh, let me help you with this, or let me do this, or let me do that. Because now, like you said, you're playing that victim. So you're using it to your advantage. That's a cold thing, though. That's a cold thing. And that's almost I don't even know if that ties into some bipolar and some other stuff, but baby, that's a dangerous thing, though.
Yeah.
Because here it is that you'll have people that's genuine, people that really are loving on you, wanting to see you do better, wanting to see you move past this, when all along you playing them.
Yeah.
And that's jacked up.
Look, you see what Elder said?
Being the victim, you false protection.
She must be saying like gets you false protection or something.
I don't know, Elder. Maybe I'm not saying it right.
You reading it right, being the victim.
No, I'm trying to see what Elder was talking about.
I know, I'm trying to read.
I get what she's saying.
Yeah,
but that's why I said, like, to me, I could never, even for myself, like I said,
I guess what she said, being the victim, maybe it makes you feel like you have like false makes you feel like you have protection, but it's false protection.
Yeah, because then, like I said, but even the fact that you know it, though, we ain't even talking about the people who you don't know, y'all. We're not saying that. Like, we talking about identify your it, then conquering it. But on the dangerous side of it, like you said, the flip side of it is to know your it, but not conquer it. Because, like you said, now you don't want accountability. You love what the attention you're getting. You love all that other stuff. But to me, that's just sad because you're willing other people in. Into your dysfunction. You're willing other people into your toxicness. You're willing other people into your dysfunction. It's like your bad behavior, your bad routines. You're willing people in.
Yeah, and you missed out on life. You missed out on life.
Yeah, and then you got them missing out on life.
Yeah, because you're not free.
Because they too busy trying to help you. There's nothing worse than trying to help somebody that don't want to be helped, though. Or to act like they really want help. That's the thing that kills me. It's like they act like they want the help, and you're trying to help them, but then it's like, wait a minute, ain't nothing changing. Like, I was telling you, there got to be some change. There has to be some fruit. There has to be something shifting when somebody is giving you some wisdom. Especially if they've been through it. They've been through some things. They've been through your situation. So they can identify and they can help you with it, give you the tools, like you said. Something got to change and happen. But that's why giving you the stuff and you ain't changing. What in the world is we doing here? Get back my tools.
But that's why I told you I came to a point in my life that I was like, I can't want it more than you. Because at that moment when I wanted more than you and I continue to press for you and you don't want it, that relationship, that friendship, whatever it may be, becomes toxic. And so what happens is you putting in more work than them. You ain't nothing like you putting in work and they ain't even want it. Ain't that something?
Just you all that put in the work wasted.
And they look at you like, I didn't even want that.
Oof. Like, what then? That's why I said, give me my tools back. Give me everything I did. Give me all that back. Let me give it to somebody else that's going to apply it.
Pearls. That's why the Bible said, don't throw your pearls before swine.
Oh, Jesus. This is some heavy stuff.
You got to be very watchful and just see, is the person taking this? Okay, we identify your it. Now, are you ready to conquer it? Because what's the use to identify it and don't do nothing about it?
Right. Because we want a pity party.
Yeah.
We want a pity party. That's that victim mentality.
Yeah.
That's that dysfunction. I want to have a pity party. I want you to give me a cake.
Wait. Then you carry your it around like a pet.
Not the pet. Everywhere you go, it's going with you.
Carry your it around like a pet. You wear it like a jacket. We can't help but to see
Michaela, me and you here. I don't like pity parties either. That's why I say there's some God is working on me because
the Lord won't let me. He won't let me. I be want to just throw a big one.
No, and that's look. Let me tell you. Come, Michaela, it irks my soul. Okay, when I know like here's the thing. I be wanting to help people, right? And you know my heart is big. I really be trying to help people, this and the third. But when the Holy Spirit begins to reveal and I begin to discern and I begin to see stuff, and like I tell you, my mind literally be playing like FBI in my mind. I'm like, but this was this and that. Wait, she did that. He did that. He did. Like literally, it's all running through my mind, and I'm like, oh, you tried to play me. You tried. Oh, we not finna do this because I'm not finna do what I'm not finna do is waste my time.
That's
And
good.
just even the amount, like we talked about that, just be considerate of the fact that people are putting time into you to want to help you grow, want to help
Yeah.
you move for all those things.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're over here trying to throw yourself a pity party, you're not going to get that from me. You're going to get a couple tears. Come on, go ahead and cry a little bit. All right, baby, pat your back a little. Okay, you going to cry? You good? Okay, that's about 3 minutes. That's all I got.
I'm going to get to cry for 3 minutes.
You only get to cry for 3
Not
minutes.
a whole 24 hours. I can't cry
Not
for
even a whole 24 hours. Not even a whole 24 hours, baby. You're going to get 3 minutes to cry when it comes to me. Why? Because we need to come up with a solution. We need to come up with a game plan. We need to come up with an exit plan. If you're in a bad relationship, we need to come up with an exit plan. How are we going to get out this situation? Okay. You got to move your stuff out. You got to do this with the, okay. You got kids involved. Okay. So now we got to think a little more smarter because, you know, the kids and they might try to get a little crazy, a little cuckoo. So now we got to come up with a problem. Hey, Yana, we got to come up with that solution to that problem. Okay. That's why I said you're gonna cry for 3 minutes. That's it. That's all I got. 3 minutes. I'm gonna get you some tissue.
3 whole minutes. Look.
Three whole minutes. Okay. One for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. 3 whole minutes.
3 minute cry.
3 minute cry. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Because think about it. Come on, Michaela, if I get to the place where I allow you to cry for so long, when are we going to conquer the it?
In the next day, 24 hours later.
Here's the thing. Some people would be okay with where they're at. Like you said, they're okay with being the victim. They're okay with being where they're at because they don't want to put the work in. It hurts too much to move forward. It hurts for me to progress. It hurts for me to do this. Why? Because I'm being stretched, because I'm being challenged, because I'm moving beyond my limits. And now I'm entering to certain places and certain territories that God is pushing me in because now I said, God, I'm identifying my it. I want to conquer it. I want to move forward. So God says, I'll give you the tools to do it. I'll give you what you need. But baby, you got to keep going. But you're like, nah, it's too much for me. Wait a minute. Hold up. I don't want to do all that. So that's why I said it's only a certain amount of time when you're dealing with me where it's like, nah, come on. Our apostle, he out here. He don't even let you cry that long. What you talking about me? At least I get 3 minutes.
You can't cry at all.
Apostle, you can't even cry with Apostle. Pastor J, you can cry. She be like, okay, baby. Okay. All right. So what we gonna do? Then she start giving them hard questions. She give them hard questions, boy. And she begins to push you. But with Apostle, you ain't crying. You ain't crying. It's one of them things where your kid fall. Get up. Stop crying. What you crying for? It's one of those. Apostle, he ain't playing with you. He ain't playing. So that's what I'm saying is you need more people. And that's where you got that balance at. That's where you'll have that balance where you'll have one person who's like, okay, I'm going to show you a little sympathy. You may have another person like, okay, let's go. What we doing? You may have another person like, okay, girl, just at your pace. No, it ain't at your pace. Because if it's at your pace, you'll be stuck there for 7 more years.
Yeah.
That's not what we doing. Did you want help or did you not want help? Like on training day, he was like, you want to go to jail? You want to go home? You want help or you don't want help? Okay, I'm done.
Good. That's good. That's good, though. That's good.
Done. What Michaela said?
She said you cry. Michaela said you cry one long time, but just one time for each issue.
Next time it's brought up.
It's only for solving the issue.
See, Michaela giving that grace. Michaela giving the grace. Because let me tell you, I've seen it even just for myself. Where, like I said, you'll sit there and you'll keep allowing stuff. You'll sit there, you're not growing. You'll sit there, you're allowing for this situation, you're allowing for that. When, like you said, at the end of the day, you ain't conquering nothing.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there. So I don't believe in, okay, all right, I'll give you 4 minutes to cry. Okay, you got 4 minutes. You got 4 minutes. Okay, how about this? 5 minutes, because 5 is grace. So you got 5 minutes to cry. And then after that, we going to work. After that, we doing what we need to do. Okay,
you got to cry on the way.
Ain't no crying on the way because you need to have clear sight to see where you're going. Oh, that's a message. Oh, that's a message. You can't go nowhere with tears in your eyes. It's really hard to see when your eyes is filled up with them tears.
I didn't drove and cried at the same time.
No. When they falling, that's a different story. But you know, when you got them tears, when you crying and your eyes is filled up, and you're like, and then you finally blink and they all start coming down. That's why I said you can't even see. You have no way of going towards the vision when your eyes are filled with so much tears. No. We ain't crying on the way. So you cry on the way with Coach. I'm gonna have a little pit stop. You're gonna cry for these 5 minutes. I upgraded. Okay, Michaela gave 5 minutes. You're gonna cry for the 5 minutes, and now we gotta go. We gotta go.
That's good.
We can't, because here's the thing, Coach. In all seriousness, if we was to just stop and cry all the time, you'll never reach the finish line.
That's good.
You'll never reach it. So okay, get to the finish line, then cry then.
But that's why I said cry on the way. Some people can cry and walk.
Some people can't. And then they ain't even took 2 steps. You want to know why? Because they so focused on the it. They so focused on what was taking place that they didn't even get a chance to even progress.
That's funny.
Go ahead and progress and let the tears fall. But why are you letting the tears fall so much that you ain't even progressing? You're still in one stuck. You open your eyes like, did I move anywhere? No, you didn't move nowhere. You're still there. You're still there. I am not talking about you, Yana. She's actually talking about me.
That's because she's taking me out.
Oh. I'm being serious, y'all.
She said, and if you're crying while moving, that means you're making your decisions based on emotions and not on logic.
See?
Wow. That's something to think about.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
Because how many times can we say we moved off of our emotions?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why a lot of things have not succeeded in our path.
That's good.
Because we moved off of emotions. So that's why I said, even when you think about when you're crying, you're already emotional. You can even be to the place, you know how you get that angry cry?
Yeah.
Your emotions is all over the place. So even at that place, when your emotions is all over the place, I don't believe that you can make sound decisions.
Yeah.
Because think about how many times have you made a decision when you were mad, when you were upset?
The decision,
that sooner or later you regret it. So to me, that's why I said me and Coach, we always have different perspective, y'all. We never agree on a lot of things. Some things we may, some things we might not. But for me, it's like, no, cry a couple minutes. Let's go. Let's progress. Let's move forward. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because if not, we just gonna stay stuck.
Yeah, that's good though.
And I said, then you're moving off your emotion. Then there's nothing worse to be in a bad situation, and then you stay there, and then something else happened. Now you're in a more decision than that. Like that ain't nothing worse than that.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like at the end of the day, y'all, it's just honestly about. I always tell people self-reflect. What is your it? What's stopping you? What's keeping you? What's causing for you to even? Some might even have sleepless nights. Why you can't get a good night's sleep? Why are you restless all the time? Why are you walking around with raccoon eyes? Like, what's happening? I'm being dead serious because I was in that season before. I was like, what's going on, Lord? But I had to identify it was a spirit of fear that was trying to keep me. I'll never forget this. I'm gonna share this because somebody might actually be going through this. But there was a season where I was dreaming like heavy. And even when I was dreaming, I would have demonic dreams because everybody knows not only God can give you dreams, but the devil can give you dreams too. And in my dreams, they were so dark and they were just like, I mean, I would wake up drenched in sweat and just night terrors and things like that. And it was making me afraid to go to sleep. So now I'm restless. Now I can't go to sleep. Now I'm like, okay, if I go to sleep, I'm gonna dream this bad thing again, or I feel like somebody's here. I was beginning to be so paranoid.
Oh, wow.
And to where it was like disrupting my sleep. But the Bible tells us in Psalms 91, it says, do not be afraid by the arrows that fly by day or the night terrors that come at night. Don't be afraid. Why? Because you have the Most High God who's your protector. He's given the angels charge over to keep you in your ways, that you won't even dash your foot against a stone. So in that season, I had to identify my it, which is the spirit of fear, trying to come in. Not only that, but try to get me to say, I don't want to dream anymore. God, take the dreams away from me. Because why? I was dealing with the now. I wasn't dealing with the future. I
That's
wasn't
good.
realizing that if I said that in my now and I said, God, take away my dreams because I don't want to dream anymore because of these fear and this torment and all this stuff I'm going through, I'm not realizing that I'm telling him to take it away and I'm being selfish because now when it moves closer, even for the present or the future, what if God was
Yeah.
going to give me a dream of warnings? What if God was going to tell me to intercede for this person? What if he was going to say, hey, this may happen up in your days to come, but I need you to pray. I need you to war. I need you to fast. So I wasn't realizing in that place, I would have been like, God, just take it away.
That's good.
Because the fear was too strong. The
That's
fear
good.
was too much. The fearful was where right now, but not realizing the future.
That's good.
So I had to identify it and I was able to conquer it through scripture. Okay. Because let's be honest, y'all, you ain't gonna be able to conquer anything by yourself. You're gonna need God, you're gonna need scripture, you're gonna need prayer, you're gonna need solid people around you. So I was able to identify, oh, you trying to get me to say out of my mouth to not dream so that I can't see what God is giving me and what God is releasing. So that way I can't move forward.
That's good.
So I had to deal with it.
That's good. That's good.
That's all I got.
I ain't got nothing else.
I got nothing else. I felt like you cut some people on tonight. You came in slicing already, so the people's probably mad at you.
Whatever. That was you last week.
No, that was you again last week. That was
you. You even knew you was slicing and dicing. You already knew. So
Listen, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna close it out. But before we close this out, does anybody have any questions? Any questions? We want to answer a couple of questions if you guys have it. If not, we're gonna go ahead and log off. But we appreciate you guys for staying on with us. We hope that this topic has helped you guys, help you to identify your it, help you to identify how to conquer it, the certain tools that you would need, certain people around you, the wisdom, all that good stuff, y'all, that you would need. So please continue to share this live with people, especially people you may know that may be going through a lot of stuff, that may be experiencing a lot of things. Be able to share it with them because I'm quite sure there's something on here that we said on tonight that will help them, free them, and push them and cause for them to level up. So I don't think I see any questions coming in.
And don't forget to get your tickets, level up tickets. You only got, counting today, 4 days left. And the registration will be closing. Tell your friends and family, get your tickets.
Get your tickets, y'all. We only got a couple more, and a couple more days and a couple more tickets. That's it.
Yeah.
Please get your tickets, y'all. But we love you guys. I don't think nobody got any questions, no last minute comments. So we're gonna go ahead and close this out. We are excited for the conference, y'all. We are excited for what's gonna take place. So as we say, please get your tickets because it is closing soon. And that's all I got for y'all.
This week soon. This
4
days.
Soon.
Like the next time we see you, it's gonna be already closed. That type of close.
It really is. It really is. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a great night. We love you guys. And as we always say, we hope that y'all leveled up. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.